Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing amazing. Here in this video, I am going to tell you about my experience on IELTS test and also the things that you should focus on. And I hope this video will help you to crack the IELTS. For that, watch this video without skipping and let's get started. First of all, I will tell the basic details of the IELTS test or the International English Language Testing System. This test is access a candidate English language skills and to analyze the proficiency in English and the ability to articulate about the topic on the listening, reading, writing and the speaking abilities. A 9-band system is used worldwide to interpret the IELTS result with 9 band being the highest and the best score. The entire test duration is less than 3 hours. Let's see the details of the listening test. It is the same test for the both general and academic, and the length of the total listening section was 40 minutes, and first 30 minutes that you can hear the audio and the next 10 minutes that you can transfer the answers into an answer sheet. You may face like question types like multiple choice, map completion, diagram labeling, form completion, note completion, flow chart, sentence, summary, short answer questions, table, and so on. In all these question types, you can hear the audio only once. So don't try to understand everything. And prepare the questions and answers and also check where all the questions are before the recording starts. Read the instructions very carefully as the number of words or the number they should use to fill the gaps will be different. A word limit is given, for example, no more than 2 words and or a number. And the answers for this instruction may be like policeman, local policeman, 90, or then you can write also 100 policeman and 100. All these 4 options are appropriate for the above category of instructions because that you can write 2 words and a number and 2 words or a number. So any one of these options are correct, and any number of numbers that combined as one will be counted as one number in the IELTS test. A year 2001 is counted as one number and 1995 is counted as one number, like that. And hyphenated words count as single word, like old fashioned, short term, recollect, like all these words are hyphenated words, and these are all counted as single words. And you should be alert of the common traps like gap between the answers, answers that may be changed, and repeated answers, and using similar words rather than paraphrases. And you should be alert of all these common traps and listen for the plurals. And mostly the spelling is very important. You hear the recording only once, so if you miss any answer, move quickly to the next one. Don't panic because it will affect on your next move. It's better to write the words that you hear, then it will be less chances to miss the answers. And I think mostly people has a dilemma on the writing capital letters or the small letters in the examination. I will suggest you to write all capital or all small letters. For example, when I am writing the answers like school or Mr. Bean, I will write like this. And by the way, Mr. Bean is counted as 2 words. And lastly, concentrate on what you're hearing. And it's time for the reading section. The reading section has 3 reading long passages with a variety of the question using a number of task types like chosen from the following, multiple choice, identifying information, identifying the writer's view and claims, matching information, matching headings, matching features. Like all these 15 question types are here of the reading section. And the total duration of this test was 60 minutes and the 40 questions are oral. You should transfer your answers to an answer sheet during the time allowed for your test. No extra time is allowed for the transfer. Care should be taken when writing answers on the answer sheet, and the spelling and the grammar are finalized. I will suggest you to try to complete all the three sections of the reading passages before the time limit is over. Don't waste your time by reading and understanding everything that you read. Just overall understanding of the main points of the test is okay. First, read and understand the questions and the question types, and then get back to the passages. Just don't bother about the passages, just skim and scan. And you should be aware of the question types like yes or no, not given. Just concentrate on the question types and the questions and the passages, and don't think out of the box. Now we came to writing section. There are two writing tasks and both must be completed. And the time duration of this writing task is 60 minutes, and there is no gap between the task 1 and task 2. You must write your answers on your answer sheet and must be written in full. Notes or bullet points are not acceptable. You may write on the answers on your question paper, but this cannot be taken from the examination room and will not be seen by the examiner. And let's talk about the task 1. In this task 1, you will be presented with a graph or table or chart or diagram, any one of this, and asked you to summarize the information in your own words. And you have to write minimum 150 words in this task 1. And you may be asked to describe the stages of a process or how something works, or to describe the object or an event. This writing task 1 mostly focuses on the things that how much that you have the ability to identify the most important and the relevant information and traits in a graph or chart or table or diagram, and also it accesses the ability of your well organized overview of it using a language accurately in an academic style. You should write the most important and most relevant points in your answers, and most minor points and detailed points may be left out. You should describe some visual information in your own words, but you should not write what you believe and what you think, because they did not ask you to write in your own point of view. So don't ever try to write like I personally believe and I think in the writing task 1. Now the task 2. You have to write minimum 250 words in this task 2. In the writing task 2, you will be asked to write an essay in a response to a point of view, argument or a problem. Response to both tasks must be in a formal style. In agree or disagree essay, first you have to decide that you are agree or disagree. Don't start writing before understanding. If you take 10 minutes to write points, no problem, just be calm. And task response is main. And this writing task to mostly focuses on to access the ability to present a clear, relevant, well organized argument, given evidence or the examples to support ideas and use language accurately. You should make sure that you read the task carefully and provide a full and relevant response, because this writing task 2 is contribute twice as much as the writing pan score as task 1. And in the writing task 2, I will suggest you to don't write any sentence in present continuous tense. And the both writing task 1 and task 2, these both two essays are focuses on task response, grammatical range, lexical resource, and coherence and cohesion. Now the speaking section. The speaking test consists of an oral interview between the test takers and the examiner. All speaking tests are recorded. There are three parts of the test, and each part fulfills a specific function in terms of interaction pattern, task input, and test taker's output. And the speaking test duration was 11 to 14 minutes. Part 1 is all about introduction and interview, and about the general questions and the familiar topics such as home, family, work, studies, and interests. And in the second part, it is a long turn. In this long turn, you will be given a cue card and you have to talk about a particular topic about 2 minutes. And part 3 is about discussion. And in this discussion, you will be asked further questions about the topic in the part 2. In all these three parts, First, listen to the question properly and just answer to the question. In cue card, try to understand the question and you need to understand the subpoints are in which tense. In the 2 minutes of the speech, first 1 minute, try to answer the bullet points and don't think out of the box. Just concentrate on what you are saying, and that's all for the day. I hope this video will helpful to you, and thank you for watching my video without skipping, and thank you.